Are seniors on Social Security and disability benefits going to receive an increase this year before the end of 2025? Specifically, seniors have been promised a Social Security increase all year, but only half of seniors were part of the big, beautiful bill. And so a large majority of seniors have been left behind and have been waiting for the increase that they were promised by Congress this year. And so I have done the research and I have found 5 bills that have realistic chance of passing before the end of 2025 and put real money in the pockets of seniors. I am going to give you specific names of these bills, walk you through them, and give you a realistic estimate of when these bills are likely to pass and when those checks are going to hit your bank account. My name is Kwame Kwade. I am a government benefits expert. For 15 years, I've been helping seniors get the retirement benefits they deserve. I create content on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, and other personal finance issues that affect seniors both in and out of Congress. If you are new here, welcome. I am glad you're here. Do me a quick favor, go into the comment section and let me know your city and your state, because I like to know where you guys are watching my broadcast from. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, welcome back. I am glad you're here. There is so much to cover. So here's the thing. Seniors have been promised a lot this year. The biggest one is that because of how inflation has eaten up Social Security and disability benefits, seniors were promised an increase and they've been waiting for it. Well, the biggest thing that happened this year was the big, beautiful bill, and that was hyped up a lot. And it was a gigantic bill. A lot of money was spent on it. But here's the truth: 50% of seniors were not eligible for the tax deduction that was included in the big, beautiful bill. So they were essentially left out of the bill. And so now that particular frustration continues. And so one of the questions I've been getting a lot when I create videos is that seniors are asking in the comments, when are we going to see another Social Security increase? Well, I'm here to tell you that there are current bills in Congress that have the potential this year of passing on a bipartisan basis and to put more money in your pocket. The first one of those bill is the Social Security Expansion Act. The Social Security Expansion Act is the most promising of the bills because it has 3 different components that I think are going to help put more money in the pockets of seniors. The first component is increasing the minimum benefit. If you're getting less than $1,300 in Social Security benefit, this is for you, because what this bill is going to do is that it's going to increase your benefit by $660 a month. Let me read to you exactly what it says. It says that it's going to improve the special minimum benefit for Social Security recipient. This bill would help low-income workers stay out of poverty by increasing the special minimum benefit and indexing it to the 125% of the federal poverty line. In 2025, that means that if you're getting $1,000 a month in Social Security benefits, that's $12,000 a year. If this bill passes in the fall, it means that you are going to go from 12,000 to 19,000. That is 125% of the federal poverty level. Let me show you what the federal poverty level chart looks like right now. In 2025, this is what the federal government is saying poverty looks like in the United States. If you're a single person, you make less than 15,650, you are living in poverty. If you make 11,000, you are living below poverty, 75% below poverty. And so what they are trying to do is that they're trying to lift people out of poverty and put them 125% above poverty. So for 2025, for a single household, that's $19,562.50. For a household of two, that is $26,437. So if you're a senior citizen and you're making less than $1,300 in Social Security or disability benefit, you fall under this category, and you are the person that this bill is trying to help by increasing the special minimum benefit. The second thing the bill is going to do that is exciting is something that has been talked about for a very long time. That is, give every senior on Social Security and disability, regardless of income, a $200 increase in your benefit monthly. That is a $2,400 increase a year. Now, let me show you where it says that exactly. Right here. It says expand Social Security benefits across the board for current and new beneficiaries. Under this bill, Social Security benefits for current and existing beneficiaries will be increased by $2,400 a year, which is $200 a month. So that is the second thing that this bill is going to do, that is going to put real money in your pocket this year. The third thing is going to do is fix COLA. Cost of living adjustment has been very disappointing for a lot of seniors. Next year, even with all the inflation we've experienced this year, Social Security cost of living adjustment is expected to be increased by a tiny 2.7%. That is $54 a year. And your Medicare Part B premium is going up by 12%. And so you're going to lose about $30 of your $54, and you're going to be left with a $24 increase in your Social Security benefits. The reason COLA is always low is that they are using a formula that doesn't track the exact spending patterns of seniors on Social Security and disability. And so what this bill is going to do is going to fix that. Let me read it to you. It says this bill will more accurately measure the spending patterns of seniors by adopting the Consumer Price Index for the elderly. They're going to create a new measurement to track realistically what seniors spend their money on and are affected by price increases, so that your cost of living adjustment will be realistic. And here's what it says: older Americans, by and large, are not going out and spending money on big screen TVs, laptops, or the latest tech gadgets. Rather, they are spending a disproportionate amount of their income on healthcare, prescription drugs, which is not being reflected in the current COLA calculation. So they're going to fix the COLA calculation so that when the government reviews your cost of living adjustment every year, which they're about to announce in October, it will be a realistic look at the costs that seniors face, the things that are eating away at your Social Security benefits, and give you an adjustment that accurately reflects that. That's the third thing that is going to put money in your pocket. Now, you're probably thinking, what is the realistic chance of this bill passing? Well, the bill is actually in Congress, and I'm going to show it to you because it is the Social Security Expansion Act. And it's been in Congress, in the 119th Congress. And the thing is that when it comes to bills, people can talk all they want about what they are going to do, but is the bill actually in Congress? And so the Social Security Expansion Act actually has a version in the House and in the Senate, and I'm about to show it to you so that you can see for yourself. So here we go. This is it right here. It says the Social Security Expansion Act in the 119th Congress, 2025-2026. So it is a realistic bill. It has bipartisan support, and that's why I believe that it has a realistic chance of passing. So that those are three things that I've shared with you that are currently in Congress that is going to put more money in your pocket. The fourth thing, the fourth bill, which is actually a bill that recently got announced, and I'm going to share with you because it's going to do something that President Trump has been trying to do for a long time but hasn't been able to achieve. And so let's talk about it. So I am going to share with you a press release from Senator from Arizona, and it is called the You Earn It, You Keep It Act. So here is it. Senator Gallego introduces legislation to actually eliminate taxes on Social Security. President Trump tried to do this with a big, beautiful bill, but he did not completely eliminate taxes on Social Security. So there's millions of seniors that are still paying taxes on their Social Security, which is robbing them of their full Social Security amount. The senator introduced a bill. I'll show you the bill, and then let's read his press release on what he's trying to achieve with this bill. So he's saying that Senator Gallego introduced the You Earn It, You Keep It Act to eliminate federal taxes on Social Security without impacting the Social Security Trust Fund. Why is that important? Because he's saying that he has a way to pay for it so that it doesn't impact the future of Social Security. Let's read some more. Like a lot of Americans, I've been paying into Social Security since my first job at 14, but despite decades of paying into the system, seniors are still forced to pay taxes on their hard-earned benefits. All the while, the ultra-wealthy pay into the system are barely paying into the system. That's what he said. So you earn it, you keep it. Act will eliminate federal taxes on Social Security by expanding the Social Security payroll to cover earnings above $250,000 a year. Why is that important? Well, let me say two things about this. The first one is that he's going to eliminate taxes on Social Security completely. That will be an immediate income boost for millions of seniors, because if money is not being taken out of a Social Security check, that money comes back to you immediately. Second, he's going to pay for it by having the rich pay their fair share into Social Security. What does that mean? Well, let me explain it to you. Currently, if you are making $1 million in social in income, if you're making $1 million in income, you are only paying 17.6% of your income that is taxable for Social Security. That is $176,100 in 2025. The rest of your income, the 800 and something thousand, is not subject to Social Security taxes. Why? Because Social Security taxes are capped at 176,100. So somebody making $1 million only pays 17% or have 17% of their income taxable for Social Security. However, if you are making $50,000, your entire income is subject to Social Security taxes. If you're making $65,000, your entire income is subject to Social Security taxes. If you're making $35,000, your entire income is subject to Social Security taxes. If you're making $100,000, your entire income is subject to Social Security taxes. So what the senator wants to do is make the Social Security tax field a little bit fairer, so that the rich, the wealthy, pays a lot of their income. Actually, all of their income becomes subject to Social Security taxes, just as the middle class and the poor. And by doing that, not only is he going to eliminate taxes on Social Security, which is something that is going to put money immediately in the pockets of seniors, but he's also going to do something very important: help save Social Security for the next 50 years. Because remember, in 2032, if nothing is done to fix Social Security, everybody is going to get a 25% cut in their benefits, both current beneficiaries and future beneficiaries. But if this bill that the senator is proposing passes, it solves both problems, puts more money in your pocket through Social Security tax elimination, and also allows Social Security to be solvent for the near future. That is the fourth thing that is going to put money in your pocket. The fifth thing is by Senator Hawley of Missouri. So this is something that President Trump has actually supported, which is to give everybody, including seniors, an immediate cash break. So let's talk about it. It says Senator Hawley introduces legislation to send rebate checks to working Americans, including seniors. So let me read this to you so they can see how this puts money in your pocket. Today, Senator Hawley of Missouri introduced the Americans Workers Rebate Act legislation that will send rebate checks to working Americans following the historic revenue President Trump accrued through tariffs. Americans deserve a tax rebate after 4 years of the Biden policies that devastated family savings and livelihood. Like President Trump proposed, my legislation will allow working Americans to benefit from the wealth that the Trump tariffs are returning to the country. So what does this mean? It will provide a $600 per adult and per child rebate, similar to what was given during the pandemic in 2020. If you remember, during COVID, there was a direct payment to seniors. Everybody got a check, and it was whether you were working or not, including Social Security, disability, SSI, SSDI. Excuse me. This is going to be similar to that. There's going to be a direct check sent to all seniors. All people on disability benefits will be included in this. All children will be included in this. It will be a $600 per person. So if you're a household of two, you're going to get $1,200. If you're a household of four, you're going to get $2,400. If you're taking care of a child, you're going to get $600 check for each child. Now, this is legislation. I told you I came with receipts. So there's a legislation that is actually before Congress that is supposed to do this, and the Senate has already introduced that. Let me show it to you so that you know that I came with all the receipts. So let's see here. I think this is it. So let me pull it up. There, no, that's not it. Let's go for another one. Um, that's not it. So let me try and find it, and then I'll share with you. But this is an actual bill that is before Congress. I'm not going to share something with you that has not been written as a bill. So let me uh let me see here. Too many screens opened, so that's what happens. So okay, now I think I got it. So right here, there we go. So it says the 119th Congress. This is the Congress we're in right now, and it is you know, an amendment to the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 to provide rebate to individuals using tariff proceeds. In the Senate of the United States, Mr. Hawley introduced the following bill, which was read twice and referred to committee. So this is the bill, and I gave you the details that is going to send a $600 rebate check to everybody based on the money that President Trump's tariffs have brought into the United States. So, guys, those are the 5 solid ways that I think seniors and people on disability can get relief before the end of the year in form of direct payments or tax breaks or legislation that is going to put money directly in your pocket in form of social security and disability increases. So, finally, let's talk about Medicare. We are about to enter an important Medicare season, and my job and my commitment to you is to help you achieve peace of mind about Medicare. If you see the number on the screen, that is to our partner, Chapter Medicare. And Chapter can help you achieve that peace of mind about Medicare because there's so much news happening in Medicare right now that 90% of all seniors are in the wrong plan because, one, there are 24,000 plans out there. Did you know that? 24,000 Medicare plans. And some of them are local to where you live, especially Advantage plans. And it can be a challenge to sort through all the 24,000 plans to find what is good for you, for your budget, for the care that you need, for the prescription drugs that you need coverage for the doctors that you need to be in your network, for the hospitals you need in your network. It can be daunting. And so seniors choose the first plan that they think is reasonable, and then it end up costing them a lot of money. The average senior is spending $300,000 on Medicare during their entire retirement out of pocket. If you want to avoid being one of the 90% of seniors that are in the wrong Medicare plan, call our partner Chapter. What can they do for you? Well, Chapter can do one thing for you that they've done for over 2,000 of our viewers like you. They will look at your current Medicare plan and figure out whether you're in the right plan or not. If you are, they'll tell you. If you are not, they will help you get into the right Medicare plan. That is how you achieve peace of mind. Why is that important? Because Medicare companies are dropping hospitals, are dropping doctor networks, are, you know, going around the edges around prescription drugs coverage. So if you're not in the right plan, the worst thing is to need care and realize that the plan you thought covered everything is no longer covering that, and nobody even told you. Or if they told you, it was buried in the fine print and you never realized that you didn't have the right coverage. And so if you want to avoid that fate, if you want to have peace of mind about Medicare, call 539-205-2147. These guys are unbiased. They are not there to sell you anything. They are there to help you figure out what plan works best for you, especially during this open season where a lot of people are going to find out that their Medicare coverage is not enough. You can go to askchapter.org/insider, fill out a form, and have them call you and reach out to you. They are helped over 2,000 of our viewers like you achieve peace of mind. And I think you can be the next. These are the people you're going to be talking to when you call them. They are waiting for your call, and they can save you $1,100 a year. They have A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, a lot of 5-star review from people that we have referred them to that have been happy with their service. So I think that 2026 should be the year where everybody achieves peace of mind about Medicare, and you should too by calling our partner, Chapter Medicare. So that's all I have today. If you like what you heard, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on another video tomorrow.